This time on Cooper's Corner, we come to the final episode of Season 1 on Cooper's Corner. And we'll go back and we'll recap the adventures that we had as we explored Moab, Utah. We'll recap the hikes that we did in Moab, Canyonlands, Dead Horse State Park, and Corona Arch. As we look back to Season 1, we have so enjoyed bringing you along as we explore the Southwest, and we look forward to Season 2. We invite you to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button so we can get our videos out, and share with your family and friends. Season 2 is going to be an exciting time where we continue exploring this great nation that we call America. Well, I can't believe we're coming to the end of our first season.
Yeah, it's really hard to believe.
And I got to say, I think we've saved the best for the last, and that was Moab.
Yes.
Moab was an amazing place. National parks, got to see dinosaurs. We got to go on BLM land.
See dinosaur tracks.
Different drives. And the Utah area is just absolutely gorgeous.
It is just so beautiful.
So we started off at Arches, first and foremost. We would spend nearly 2 weeks just doing the hikes of Arches National Park. Before I even go any further, though, you definitely want to do this in the spring and the fall, not in the summer.
Yes.
Our first hike was
Park Avenue.
Park Avenue, which is an awesome hike, about maybe a mile if you go round trip, and you go pretty flat into this canyon, but it's just majestic where you're looking up, and they call it that because it's kind of like being in New York City where you're looking up at the skyscrapers.
Yeah.
And but got some canyons that you can go back into, and I guess you go as far as you want. We spent a good morning there.
Yeah, we did. It was good. And then Balanced Rock Loop. That is spectacular.
Yeah, that's an icon that everybody notices. They hear about Balanced Rock. It's right on the highway. Really no hike. You can see it from the road, or you can go around at 0.03.
Yeah.
Windows Loop Turret Arch was 1.4 the way we did it. You go up to Turret. This is Turret Arch right here. The skies were blue.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. Actually, they call that a keyhole or a hole. Not an arch, that round circle you saw. And I was a little bit more adventurous than Sherry, went behind it and got some really cool shots. And,
a little too steep for me.
Yep. And then we just continued on the trail. This is the windows. There's 2 windows, and we actually went behind and did the whole loop, so you don't have to pay for real estate twice. Probably about, mile and a half, 2 miles round trip. All new trail because you're just making a loop.
Yep.
So.
And then Double Arch.
Yep, Double Arch is right across from Windows and Turret. You can walk there, same parking lot. This is the iconic arch where you see in Indiana Jones. Yeah. And it's just gorgeous. And like the skies. I mean, look at the skies on this.
Beautiful.
It was just awesome. And again, I was really adventurous here. Easy walk to it. But I crawled up and got some really unique shots inside the arch. Little, exposure to the cliffs when you go up inside of it, but well worth it if you're comfortable on doing that kind of stuff. But
it's a climb.
Yep. And again, this was government shutdown, so the park was really light.
It was.
Which we were very, very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and then we went to Sand Dunes Arch. This is like going through a
Slot Canyon. Yeah, and this is right off the parking lot highway right there, 0.3 miles. 2 arches actually in here, the sand arch, and then as you go inside of this one, you see another little arch, but really pretty. It's in the Slot Canyon.
Yeah.
And so a lot of sand and stuff.
Yeah, lots of sand, but it's beautiful.
Yep. And then right from there, you don't need to go back to the parking lot. If you want, you can go to Broken Arch, and that is a more strenuous 2.5 mile. We ended up doing about 5 miles on this because we went around the other side of the mountain. But pretty flat until you get up to the arches, and then you start climbing up and over, but really pretty. This is the only trail in Arches that we got lost in.
Yeah. So take a map with you when you
Well,
go.
and we did take a map. That was the problem. So
Yeah. And Delicate Arch is my very favorite. I was just elated to be able to do that hike up to it.
yeah, you'll hear people say that this is a very strenuous hike, and if it's in the heat, it is. 3.5 miles round trip.
Just take your time.
I think it's 1,000 feet, maybe 700 feet elevation gain. So it's definitely going up hills, but absolutely beautiful, man. Canyons, you go right up the face rock.
Yeah.
And as long as it's not raining or snowy, your traction is really well.
Yeah, I had my hiking sticks, so that helped me a lot.
Yeah. And you just got to take your time.
Yep.
And Mom did a great job on climbing this thing, and we just worked our way up. What did it take us? I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, 15 minutes to get to the top, to Delicate Arch. But what was really cool is our mission was Delicate Arch.
Yeah.
But the trail and the hike turned out to be as good as Delicate Arch.
I was hearing all kinds of horror stories of how hard it was, and it was just the opposite for me.
Yep, and which this is one of them. It's a sheer cliff kind of on the left-hand side. But you just take your time.
Yep.
It's not slippery, again, unless it's raining or snowy or whatever.
In the weather that might be different.
And everybody's real cooperative. You got to be careful when you're passing on this kind of a trail. But you can see on the left, if you slipped, you'd probably just keep on going down. Definitely right before you get to being able to see Delicate Arch, there's a whole arch. And this arch was awesome. You got to crawl up to it, so it's not easily gotten to. You got to scramble up, but look at that view.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Paul was able to scramble up and get that perfect view right there.
I mean, I think that's my favorite photo right there, is that arch looking out onto Delicate Arch.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there's very little people here. Very little people. This thing can be so crowded, it looks like an army of black ants all through this thing. But this is the backside, that same arch, looking out into the desert right there. And the formations are just really, really pretty.
Yeah, it's just different. And everywhere you look, you're going to see a different color even.
Yep. Another good shot of this trail. It was definitely steep on the left side, but the video makes it look a little bit more sketchy. That's probably 3 feet wide trail right there. So, Sherry hugged the wall, and
I really wasn't scared at all.
Yep.
It was easy.
Yep, but that's looking down into the canyon. Love to go hike that sometime. You can see holes in the canyon, and I bet it's spectacular. But and then there's arches.
We made it to the top.
Delicate Arch, and
Just
that's
beautiful.
an icon.
Yeah.
Every license plate in Utah has that arch as the symbol. It's on our national park pass. I mean, everybody recognizes this arch.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So on the way down, getting close to the parking lot, and you could just do this if you didn't want to do Delicate Arch, but We got to go see the petroglyphs, which was really, really fascinating.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And these date back, I don't know, 1,000 years or something like that. But this whole valley, the Mormons came in here. It was a cattle ranch. A lot of history in this. This is an original cabin.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, this is only, I don't know, it's just right at the parking lot, just about.
Yeah, it is. It's right
Maybe
there.
half a mile to the petroglyphs from the parking lot round trip.
About that.
Yeah. So, but a lot of good history. And if you haven't seen our arches, I think there's 4 episodes on arches, and I gave a little bit of history of the ranch and the settlers. But obviously, it didn't pan out.
No.
Especially with the weather, climate, they had a hard time with water. There is a little stream going right through there. So next day, we went over to Delicate Arch Viewpoint Trail. This is a trail that if you didn't want to do that big hike, but you wanted to see Delicate Arch, you could go there. Right from the parking lot, there, if you have binoculars, you can actually see Delicate Arch. There's a big, huge canyon, so you cannot access Delicate Arch from this trail. It's just a viewing point. And then if you want to take the trail up to a good view of Delicate Arch, which is right in front of that canyon, I think that was about a 1.5 mile round trip. Very steep.
It was really steep. I had to stop very often because I got out of breath.
Yeah, you can see the canyon right there. That canyon is the gulf between the viewpoint and the Delicate Arch, and we had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
And then on the way down, it was getting approaching evening, and then we saw this lovely buck there.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then I did a little time-lapse video. The sunsets were
pretty.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
Although I will say Montana and Idaho probably has the prettiest sunsets.
I think so too.
So, but really enjoyed our time. This is my favorite right here, and this is Devil's Garden, which Sherry and I call it Angel's Garden.
Yeah.
And this for us was a full day hike. Roughly,
it was a real challenge.
Yeah, it was roughly probably 9.5 miles that we went on this day. You're going to see multiple arches. This is the Pine Tree Arch. It's pretty close to the parking lot, maybe 3/4 of a mile in. And as you can see, the sun's just really starting to come up a little bit, but arches everywhere.
Yes.
Arches everywhere. And but unlike Yellowstone, it's not where you say, oh, what is it? It's a buffalo. No. Every arch is unique here. And this is landscape arch. This is a famous arch.
It's an iconic arch.
If you go back to our episode, I actually give some footage of, it was actually captured on film. A big section of this arch fell. And so after that, they closed it down.
Yeah, they used to let you go right up to it, but not anymore.
Yep, and there's my trooper right there. Sherry did awesome on this. This is some serious exposed trail. We're going over these fins. You can see Sherry out there. That fin goes down, I don't know, 75, 100 feet straight down. And she just...
You don't want to trip on that thing.
She just did it good. And the really dangerous parts, man, I held on her hand. I probably gave her bruises on her hand. But just an awesome hike. And don't let this intimidate you. If you're going there, do these fins, because we head back and we hit the end of the trail at Double O Arch.
Yeah, it was well worth it.
And Double O Arch is, man, it is a must see. Look at this. There's 2 arches there. There's one below and then there's one above.
Yeah, that is so awesome.
We were by ourselves.
We were.
We were completely by ourselves, just exploring and crawling on these rocks, and it was amazing. And then on the way back, we took a side trail and we went over to Navajo. And these are just arches on the other side.
Yeah.
Landscapes on the left side, and this is on the back side of that canyon. And again, here we're pretty much by ourselves.
Yeah.
We saw a couple people on the trail, but for the most part, we were completely by ourselves.
I don't think a lot of people know about them.
Yep. And this is Partition Arch.
That's beautiful.
You can see this from the trail. We're on the back side of this thing now.
But look at that view.
Yep. And it's getting dark now, so
yes.
You've seen it from the morning. Now the sun's setting the other way, and it was an amazing day.
It really was.
It was an amazing day.
It was well worth it.
Yep, and we crawled out of that canyon, and we had the moon, and it was dusk, and it was amazing. Loved it. So,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I was just going to say we went on to Canyonlands, the island in the sky. And of course, we always go to the visitor center first and check it all out and get the feeling of where we're going to go and stuff.
And right away, that's where we found out our permit. So we pulled a permit to go down into the canyon. This is Shafer Road right here. And if you're in Moab and you go to Canyonlands, make sure that you get a park pass down in the canyon. This is some Indian ruins. That's probably a 2-mile hike. Kind of goes up on a bluff. It's pretty steep, but
I didn't do it. Paul.
Well, you were right down at the bottom of that thing. So.
Yeah, but it was a little tough.
And then the Canyonlands, you got to go to Mesa Arch, and that's about maybe less than a mile round trip, maybe a mile round trip. But everybody hits this in the morning because the sun rises through that arch. So there's 14 billion photographers at dawn. And then this is Shafer Trail Road. You don't have to have a permit to go down this road. 2-wheel drive will be fine, unless it's slippery or snowy or rainy.
I wouldn't recommend going there when it rains or
but
snows.
I'm glad I have my 4-wheel drive. The curves are really sharp. In fact, this curve right here, my truck couldn't make it in one shot, so I had to go up to the edge, back up to make this turn. But what a spectacular way to get the gist of this canyon.
Yes.
And then when we got to the bottom of it, we had a permit, and so we took the white rim trail. It's a 100-mile dirt road that you can get a permit and you can backpack in it, or you can drive it and camp along the way.
And we didn't go the whole way.
No, we only went a couple hours in, but we went to Muscle Man Arch.
That was cool.
And we were all by ourselves. And this thing is 100 feet long.
Probably.
And it is solid as a rock, but it is a sheer cliff down.
Yeah.
And we really enjoyed this. And then from there, we began to take the road. We didn't want to pay for real estate twice again. So we took the road back to Moab through the canyon. And wow, it was majestic.
It really
the formations. And then as we were 3/4 of the way into this canyon, still a long ways out, we came across these rams. And
that was
fortunately, my camera, I wish I had one of the pro cameras, but this was a whole herd of mountain rams. And it's just amazing. Look at these rams.
Never seen them like that before. That was just so awesome.
Yeah, and this is one of my favorite shots right here. The ram looks at me and just kind of says, "Yeah, all right, buddy, I'm out of here."
It's like he's saying, "This is my territory.
Yep.
Get out of here."
So he goes, "All right, time to go home to my wife," and he just, with little to no effort, just
look at that.
Super
it's
cool.
Amazing.
Now, if you go to Canyonlands National Park, you gotta go to Dead Horse State Park, which is on the same road. It's right next to Canyonlands. And I gotta be honest with you, I liked Dead Horse State Park really better than Canyonlands.
I think I did too.
Other than the Shafer Road and going into the canyon. Here, for $5, I was able to pull a drone permit. So I was allowed to fly my drone in designated areas within Dead Horse. So that is an awesome way to get some great shots.
Yeah, it really gives you a view of how the rock layers are.
Yeah, and if you're visiting and you only have one day, spend the morning half a day at Canyonlands, spend the other afternoon in Dead Horse, and you get a much deeper understanding of how beautiful this canyon really is. And it's real small. They call it Dead Horse because the old cowboys used to herd wild horses to the end of it and choose the ones they wanted, and they'd leave the rest. And supposedly they died, but just amazing shots.
It really is magnificent, is all I can say.
Yep. And when you look out the canyon, that's the canyon that if you want, and you definitely need a 4-wheel drive, but you can take the road all the way back to Moab on the dirt road. It said it was 23 miles. It took us a very, very long time. We didn't even make it out. We were well into nighttime before we got out of that canyon. So, but this is a great shot because there's Sherry standing there, and it just gives you a depth perception of the canyon. And the drone just opens it up, and it's just really, really cool.
And then on to Moab.
Yeah, I've got to show you Moab. This was our base camp. We actually stayed at Raptor State Park. One of the things I'll recommend is that, you know, Moab is kind of all by itself. If you want hookups, you want anything, you're going to pay out the nose. So for us, Moab was not a choice to stay in the RV. Whereas Raptor State Park, which is about 10 miles outside of Moab, full hookups, or not full hookups, partial hookups for like $50 a night. And it was well worth it. We are so glad we did. It's off the beaten path. And then we just started exploring the canyons. This is the Colorado River. And you can this is a scenic byway. And if you continue on this road, you'll hit Colorado and I think 25, 30 miles, something like that. But we went way back in the canyons. This is a Mormon town that we came across. No stores, no gas stations, just a community. But it's well worth going back and getting off the beaten path. Just don't go to the national parks.
Yeah. And
the BLM land, we went to Corona Arch, which if you're in Moab, put this on your bucket list. This is a BLM land, so you're allowed to fly your drones anywhere you want to fly them. It's less traveled, so you're not going to hit the crowds during the seasons. And then you can get some spectacular shots on the drone.
Yeah, I was really glad that Paul was able to fly his drone in this particular area because not all the park allows that. So he got some really good shots, I think. Yep,
absolutely. And then this is the first arch that I flew back into. To the right is the road, and then this is Corona Arch. So the first thing I wanted to do is just kind of get the lay of the land. So I got my drone out. There is a railroad track, still active freight railroad track that goes through this canyon. I'd love to be the engineer on this canyon.
We actually heard one go by too.
Yep. So that's the track on the right. Corona Arch is on the left there, and you can crawl all over these mountains.
It's kind of amazing how the sculpture in the mountain is. It looks like two eyes and a mouth, and then there's the arch.
Yep. And you can go back on our episode. We put this into detail. And then to explore how all of these arches were created, that's fascinating in itself, you know. But it's all decaying. I mean, what we see today won't be here in the future. And it's just, it's a capsule of Mother Nature doing its thing.
Yes, it is.
So this is Weeping Rock right here. And this is Bow Tie Arch.
Yeah.
Actually, two arches in there. You can't quite see them, but and then this is another shot of Corona Arch.
But look at the colors, how the light affects it. It changes the color scheme.
Yep. What was really cool about Corona Arch, on the back side of that thing, and you can see this from a distance. If you want to go all the way up to the arch, it's a scramble for sure. You got to go up some cliff face and pull on a chain to get up a cliff face.
Yeah, I wasn't too readily eager to go on that, so Paul went by himself.
So look at this. It looks like a skull.
Yeah. And then we are on our way out of Raptor State Park.
We spent almost a month in Moab, and we started headed home.
But it was well worth it.
And we were ready. I mean, we had been on the road for a long time. We missed the kids, and we were ready to get back and begin the final episodes of Cooper's Corner for season 1. And our goal was to show you the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, where we live.
Yep. And so, as always, we come home. We're excited to see our kids. And so we pulled into Brian and Jackie's neighborhood and pulled around the corner there. And as we pulled into the house, we discovered that all of our kids were waiting for us.
They were waiting.
We love our homecomings. Those are so cool.
Yeah.
And they put banners out there, welcome home, and
made signs.
I can't tell you the joy right here in our hearts as we rounded this and we saw everybody.
It just makes me so happy.
Yep. So
then we went on a little adventure with our kids. Not all the kids were able to come that day, but
and this is our backyard, Washington State.
So beautiful.
And these are the most recent episodes. So we encourage you to go back and check that out. We had a lot of good time showing everybody our neck of the woods, and we did
Multnomah Falls,
Columbia Gorge, which was phenomenal.
and that's in Oregon.
Yeah, and this is our backyard, so we've been here a few times, and we loved going to the Bonneville Dam, and so we wanted to show that to you guys, and we went to the Bonneville Dam, and my waterproof camera, which worked out perfect. I got some great underwater shots, and so, and then we kind of got over to Emmett. We were looking for our house, and so we explored the southern Idaho area, and we looked at places like Garden Valley and Emmett and Horseshoe, and we discovered Weiser.
Yep, we fell in love with Weiser.
Yep, and so we prayed about it, and we decided to make Weiser our base camp, and we bought a home. Well, first and foremost, we just want to thank each and every one of you for coming along our journey.
Yes, we do.
On this first season. And we have had a blast. This is our 47th episode, and we invite you, if this is your first time to our channel, or if you haven't seen all of our episodes, we want to invite you to go back, and it's all available on our first season, and we have just enjoyed it immensely.
We have, and we've been so blessed all along our adventure to have you come along with us and see what we're seeing.
Yep. Yep. And we started this channel for our children, for our family, for our church family, for our friends, because we wanted to stay in touch as we were on the road long periods of time, and so we started this channel, and it has done just that. That has been a success. Our kids and our family and our friends, and we picked up a lot of people that we don't know, and we just enjoy the comments. And as we come to the end of the season, we would love to hear from you. Leave us a comment and tell us what you think of the channel, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and we're excited for season 2 as we go into this. And if you don't know us, we're Paul and Sherry, and Sherry and I have been married for 47 years this August, and we are 2 peas in a pot. And life is good when you are married to someone whom you love and cherish, and Sherry and I, we just love life. We love the Lord.
Yes, we do.
And so God has so blessed us this far in our retirement on our first year. And I was nervous about retiring, and I was nervous not to have a game plan. And so I've just passed a year now of my retirement. Sherry's been retired for a little bit longer, but my advice to anyone is to, if you're getting ready to retire, have a game plan.
Yes.
Have a game plan of what you want to do.
Definitely.
Retirement is not, okay, I'm done with work, I can chill out. It's not that at all. In fact, you need to, in my opinion, you need to keep working towards something as hard as you did when you were working. And but the joy of retirement, when you have a game plan, is that you can do what you want to do and pursue the things that are important to you just as hard, but it is so much more rewarding.
And you can take your own time at doing it.
Yep, absolutely. You don't have to
be in a big hurry.
Absolutely. So in season 2, or as I like to say, next time on Cooper's Corner, we are excited to start it. And our first episode, maybe a couple episodes, will be on Okanagan County in Washington, which is ghost towns and hikes and that kind of stuff. We love doing that stuff. We took our granddaughters
and our daughter,
and our granddaughter Madison was with us from California, and our granddaughter Emily had just graduated from high school. So it was a great opportunity to spend some time. But in season 2, we have a lot of stuff planned. We have a lot going on in our lives right now.
We do. We have a lot.
And one of those big changes is that in our travels, we have determined where we want to spend the rest of our life, where we want to put roots back down in a house. And so we have chosen Weiser, Idaho as our place that we want to spend the rest of our lives. And Weiser is a great community. It's very small. We have a house that's going to be being built. In fact, it's going to start very soon. And so we have a lot of that going on. So that's going to keep us busy as well. But it's also a central base. We're based out of Idaho now. And so now we can finish our exploration of central Idaho. We want to get back into Montana. We certainly want to do Colorado, Carlsbad Caverns, New Mexico, all of those things, working our way back east. That's our game plan for season 2. And we're going to be changing up our format a little bit, but we like what we do on our episodes, and we just want to do one thing, and that is to give God all the glory.
Yes.
To give God all the glory for the opportunity for us to be able to retire, to step off the rat race, and to enjoy God's creation. And we hope that we've been good stewards of being able to show the beauty of God's creation, and maybe motivate others to slow down in life, seek out those places in nature that you can recoup, and you can hear that silence and that solitude. Because man, life is short, and I think in our world today, we just go all out it, and we think that the grass is greener on the other side, and we gotta have this. This is what's gonna make me happy. But let me tell you from a couple old farts here, what makes you happy is to slow down, give God the glory, and live each day like it's your last day, and make an impact on the only thing that will go into eternity, and that's community with people, getting to know people. And we're excited about Weiser because we want to get involved in the community, in our church, and get to know new people. And we want to just give back all that God has given us. So we'll see you next season. And we can't wait for you to come along. And again, do us a favor. Leave us a comment. Give us some feedback. We're not a large channel, but we love hearing from you, where you're from, what you like, what you don't like, and we are excited to take you on to season 2.
Absolutely.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
The scripture of the week comes to us from Romans chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Therefore, since we have been justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. Through him we have also obtained access by faith into this grace in which we stand, and we rejoice in hope of the glory of God. May God bless you this upcoming week. May his face shine upon you. And it is our hope and our prayer that you have surrendered your life to the Lord Jesus Christ. May God bless you, and we'll see you next time on Cooper's Corner on the road.